I've got a silver lining and there's a story to go with it. So I want to tell you what happened this morning. Well, a friend came around this morning, so I debriefed and told her what had happened with my University in Bloom. And I started telling my friend what project I wanted to do for the Australia Day cowl that we did this year. So hopefully we'll be doing it again next year. I had something in mind, but I was waiting for yarn to come on sale at Spotlight. I had checked Spotlight yesterday, nothing was on sale. So it was 10:30. I happened to look at Spotlight just because, and there it was. There's a sale on. I said to Jen, there's a Spotlight sale. Will we go? She goes, will we go? I said, yep, let's do this. So we were in the car and gone. So quick. I don't usually move that quick. I thought that if my kids could see me, they would laugh. Anyway, so we get to Spotlight and I go to the Super Saver section. It's a 10 ply, no name type brand yarn, and it's actually a really nice one for Spotlight. It didn't have the colours that I wanted for this particular project. So I thought I can either go back when it's on sale another time, see if the colours are there, or I have to change up the project they want to do for you all. That's beside the point. When we walked in, I walked past the mill ends bins, and our Spotlight never has anything nice in the mill ends bins. I've looked in there for years and have not come across anything. One time I bought a sock yarn, which was just horrible, so I ended up giving it away anyway. Lo and behold, these bins were overflowing. It clearly was the winter stock that they were finally getting rid of. Hang on. And every second thing I saw, I loved. All of a sudden, I was feeling happy and light again. I was thinking of the projects that I want to do with you guys on here next year, which I have been thinking about in the last few weeks anyway. I'm going to take some time out soon and clean up my room and start jotting down ideas for projects for us all. Anyway, that's beside the point. I am going to show you what I picked up from the mill ends and just how happy that made me be. It turned my mood around in an instant. I didn't need to buy more yarn, did I? But this yarn is thicker than my DK, and I'm enjoying using 10 ply or light worsted, I think you call it, yarn when it comes to the ponchos and the shawls, and I might even be able to do a wearable. There's no way I'd do a wearable in a DK yarn. It would just kill my nerve pain and just take way too long. So this yarn was all nice and thick. So again, I had another layer of happiness. Things were just all falling together, as was each time I'd pick out a bag and think, oh my goodness, I really love that. Oh, and there's one that can go with that. So let me grab my bags and I'll show you what I bought. And the mill ends were also on sale. So $4 off. I think it was about $7.20 per bag. So 4 balls for $7. That's under $2 a ball. Oh man, everything was just falling into place and I couldn't believe it. So I got this brown. It's quite a goldeny brown. Let's open it up. And immediately I was thinking of a wearable because I got 2 bags of this one. I love the color so much. That actually goes with me, I say. Anyway, so I got 8 balls of that kind of chestnutty golden brown with actually orangey ochre brown, in fact. Now, here's the one I saw first up. I'd been starting to get a little bit itchy fingers, wanting to try out using a variegated yarn with a plain coloured yarn, separately though, not not crocheting them up at the same time, but wanting to have a variegated yarn in the pattern. So that's something I'm really wanting to do. And these just caught my eye. They have lovely colours. This one down here goes to a red and a denim. And I think that these would look really nice made up with a plain colour as well. So there's 4 of those. And they're like a thicker than DK or 8 ply. I'm going to have to do my wraps per inch method to figure out what they are exactly. So there's 4 of those. I actually have been watching a lot of Gary from Urban Yarn, and he does a lot of work with plain and variegated yarns together, and he's been inspiring me. So I was super happy with that bag for $7. Oh my goodness. It was just my day. It was the turnaround day. It turned itself around for me. Now, the next thing I found was this. And oh, do I love it so. Hang on a tick. We'll open this one up. Have a good look. Look at that. Beige and cream and tan. You know what? This makes me think of that saying that when we get old, we go beige, because our skin colour isn't as deep, whichever skin colour you may have. I was very, very olive brown. Your hair goes grey, you lose your eyelashes, and you just become greyish. So what did I buy? Greyish coloured yarn, and I absolutely love it. I'm not going to feel bad about going grey or going beige at all. I love beige. I think beige is classy. So I had a dig around and I found some yarn to go with these 2. Let's see what we've got here. Oh no. Oh no, it's got sparkles in it. I didn't see the sparkles. Anyway, we'll see if that goes or not. Let's see. If not, I thought I might go back and get the natural colour from the Spot Saver 10 ply to put with that. I think that would look really nice. Or maybe even a grey, a cream and a natural. That's what I might do. I didn't see the sparkle, but I loved the colour. Okay, we can think about that for another purpose. So I had to check all the aisles, of course. Couldn't believe the Spot Saver didn't have the green I wanted or this either, the cream, oh my goodness, what are we calling that now? How can I forget? I've been talking about it all morning. Anyway, let me show you what I came up with. These 4. Do you not love that? I do. I think that is such a beautiful mix. It's gorgeous. Tweed yarn, that's what it is. It's tweedy looking yarn. It is 90% wool, 7% acrylic, 3% viscose, which is apparently those little nubs, and it is a DK. So it doesn't matter what size that one is. I just loved these colours together so much. Let me tell you what they are. That one's porcelain. This one is orchid. That's an odd choice of colour. Name for the colour, I mean. And this one is burnt orange, which is very much more like a mustard. And this really beautiful pink is blush. How lovely are they? Here's me bagging out Spotlight all the time. And didn't I get a haul and a half today? So how things can turn around in no time at all. I couldn't believe it. It was just the little kick of joy that I needed to get over what's been going on with me for the past month. I was really in a funk, trying to get out of it, trying so hard, crocheting all the time when I could to catch up on that cowl. And I was in a bit of a funk. I was in a bit of a bad mood because my ending was not in sight. The ending I had imposed on myself. So I've ended it now and it's gone. We're going to move on. I'm going to sit and just look at my yarn. I'm going to tidy up my yarn room. I'm going to enjoy thinking about what I want to make with these different yarns and pop them down so I don't forget for us to do next year. Next year is coming up very quickly. So thank you, Spotlight, for those mill ends. I think I did pretty darn well. And I enjoyed the flurry. It's that feeling, isn't it? You know the feeling I mean. It's a good one. I enjoyed the flurry so much. I really needed that. So that's how my days turned out. I hope your day's a pretty good one as well and things are travelling along a-okay. But nothing like a little bit of yarny momentum to get you going again. It really feels good. Thank God I've got a large sale of yarn coming up. I need to pay for some yarn purchases as I have another one to show you soon too. I just found another one I forgot to show you. This. How could I forget one? Look at these colours. Now guess what? Brown is coming back in. I heard it from the horse's mouth. A kitchen company, one of the ladies there told me brown is back. I have been loving on brown for decades and I've always been the left out person. But that grey is finally on its way out. You know, you can love whatever you want, but all the houses these days are grey and white. So I thought this variegated would go nicely with this brown. What do you think? I could come up with something where we have some highlight features. So we'll see how that ends up. Now I'm going. Okay, everyone. Love you and leave you. I've got lots more things to do today. I'm keen to get back into my crochet again very soon. I will see you all then. Take care and I hope you're having happy crochet days too. Bye for now.